Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today is again the time for my monthly completed pages, and this time I'm going to show you the pages that I have colored in the month of November 2024. I did some fall coloring still in the beginning of the month, but during the last week I started my early Christmas coloring also, and because I think the time until Christmas is always very short, and I want to make the most use out of it. All right, so let me put the books to the side and then we go through them step by step. So let's start with Tales from the Forest Kingdom by Hanna Karlzon. Here I have completed one page, and this is this one. And I like the overall muted and soft colors that I used. The reason for this is that I used my new Derwent Graphitent pencils, and they have this very special muted dark colors, and I used them only besides some of the yellow elements where I used an Inktense instead. And I went over just a tiny bit with polychromos pencils afterwards, but mainly it's really the shading with the Graphitent pencils. And I used a water brush to dissolve them for the sky and the water. And on the smaller elements, like the little mushrooms and the flowers petals, I used a colorless alcohol marker blender. And I have to say that for this one particular color, it kind of bled through when I used the colorless blender. Maybe it reacted somehow with the alcohol, so I'm probably not going to do that again. Yeah, but I like the page and I like the mood that it has. Very, very nice. Then I have another page in Flora by Maria Trolle. I have the German edition, and I colored this page as a color along with my mother-in-law, who's also coloring, and it was so much fun. We used a limited color palette, which was actually quite a challenge. I think especially in combination with this picture, because it was only 5 pencils, and I used my Arteza pencils because I liked the colors that I had in that set. But I didn't like how the pencils worked on this paper, so I'm probably not using that combination again. Yeah, Arteza pencils in this specific book. They do not work so well, but I like overall how it turned out. I like the sunset and the little cute fairy. Yeah, it's quite pretty. Then I have another color along page in Sagor or Sägner, and this one I did with my mom, who finally also got this book in the new edition. She had been looking for it for years, and it was sold out everywhere, as you probably all know. So she's one of the very lucky people who got finally the chance to get this beautiful book with the new edition. I colored mine in my old version of the book, so Sagor or Sägner. Although I have the new one, I still find I want to have all the completed pictures in one book. So I will probably color mainly the new illustrations that are in the new version of the book. Yeah, and this one was also with the limited color palette, based on 2 cards from the color cube that we combined. The one that I showed you in Flora was only 1 card, so that's why it was only 5 pencils, very limited. So it was also a fall palette, and this one is colored entirely with those handful of polychromos pencils. So pencil background, everything. I used a blender to blend some of the colors so it would be smoother. And I used the Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen in white for the beard and the fur of the mouse to make it look more fluffy and gray. Yeah, I overall really like how it turned out. I think the mouse is really cute. The gnome is also cute. And the colors work really well together. So, fun picture. Now the last, maybe autumnal picture, I don't know if you could call it a fall palette or if it's just a vintage color palette that I used for this picture in Mythographic Paradise by Fabiana Attanasio. And I really also like how this one turned out. I based everything with alcohol markers, my Ohuhu markers, and then I went over, now we have the question again, I think with my Prismacolors. I think it's Prismacolor pencils that I used for the shading and everything. I used a white Prismacolor pencil for all the dust swirls that are around in the air, and a white Posca to outline them, but it was running a bit out of paint, so it's not very opaque. But I think it's fine, it works for this picture. And I used a little bit of bronze jelly roll, some of the books. I think you can see it. And I think that works also really well from a color combination. Yeah, I like this one also. I was wanting to color that picture for a while. And the book is a bit destroyed here. That was my cat, actually. Yeah, but at least the picture itself is not harmed. All right. Now we come to small victories. I usually wait for this book to show it last, but I want to do my Christmas pages last, so it will be now in the middle. Let me zoom you in a little bit. All right. As always, I colored several pictures in small victories because this is the book that I use in between my larger projects. I'm coloring only with my few Aerosoft pencils that I have, so it's really relaxing coloring whenever I feel too tired or overwhelmed to work on my larger projects. All right, so I did the dinosaur page, which I think is pretty cute. I like the different green tones that I used, so it's quite harmonious. Then I did this fall page, and I tried to use similar colors that I used on the opposite page on the little mandala that I did before, and I think it looks really nice. I like how the rabbit and the fox turned out, and the other two ornaments with the little details. Yeah, I think the fall color palette really works well. And then I did the teacup page, so the teapot and the two little cups. And I made a golden spoon to match with the handle of the pot. This was really quick and simple coloring. I had a lot of fun. I didn't expect it. I was not so keen on the page in the beginning, but it turned out really, really cute. And it was super quick to color. Then I did this lighthouse in a bottle. And I like how this one turned out with the colors for the sky and the water, and especially also the lighthouse itself. I think this works really neatly. It was also not too much effort. I like how it turned out. Then we have another autumnal page, this fall wreath. I really like it. With the brown leaves and the pink and purple flowers. I think this goes together really well for a fall palette. Yeah, that was fun. Now next it will be the Christmas wreath. Then I did this one. That was also a super quick little page. Just a few tiny little flowers. I really enjoy these pages. I mean, there's nothing fancy about that, but it's so enjoyable and relaxing to color these things. I hope Johanna comes up with a new tiny victory format in the future, because I will have this one completed, I don't know, beginning of next year, somewhere during the first quarter, I think, if I continue coloring at that speed in the book. And I colored the dragons as well, and I did the dinosaurs first, and I wanted the dragons to be different from the dinosaurs, so definitely not green. So I did the leaves and foliage on the dragons in green, but the dragons themselves I did in red and pink, so it would be more of a contrast. And I think this also looks really nice. All right, I think that was it for small victories. So now I hope you all are already in a festive mood, because now we will start with some Christmas coloring. First, I have a page in Witches Around by Usiku. This one is a color along on my channel if you like it and want to try it out for yourself. It's this page. It's the spooky gingerbread house. And it's really cute. I mean, I love the little girls in all the pages. I think the gingerbread house is cute with the little pumpkins and the spider web. So I will put it up a little bit. I did the stars with the golden jelly roll, so they are a bit shiny. And everything else is based with alcohol markers, my Ohuhu markers, actually. And then I went just a little bit over that with my polychromos pencils. It's super quick coloring in this book. You can see it if you look at the color along. It was really quick. And I like the traditional Christmas colors that I used for their dresses with the green and red. Very nice. And then I did another Christmas color along in Johanna's Christmas. I have the German edition of her book, and I did the following page. This Christmas bauble with the poinsettia flowers. And it's also quite shiny. The entire bauble is colored with a gel pen, a golden gel pen. And also there's some gold sparkle in the background. And yeah, this is also a color along if you want to try this out for yourself. And I wanted to do a background as I did it for the rocking horse in this book, because I really liked it and I wanted to do something similar again. And this is what I came up with for the bauble. And I think it's nice. I like it. I'm not so sure about the yellow golden leaves. They're a bit more yellow than golden. Maybe I should have used another different color combination for the gold. That would have maybe worked a little better, but overall I'm really happy with the page. And I like the golden bauble a lot. All right, last but not least, I was also lucky to get my hands on Good Yule by Hanna Karlzon, her Christmas coloring book. And I have completed one page for Christmas so far. I will probably do more in this book because they are all super pretty and I love them so much. And I did the little gift wrapping mice, and also this one is shiny, as you can see, very shiny. I used my metallic watercolors from Paul Rubens for the background. And I used markers to base everything. I got some new Ohuhu color markers that are water-based. Those are brush pens. And I based everything with them. And then I went over with some polychromos and Prismacolor pencils. And also here I used a color palette from the Color Cube. I found that one. I wanted to do something pastel-y for this page, not traditional Christmas color, something with a soft pink maybe. I kind of had this soft pink fancy background in mind, and then I was thinking, what could I do with the foreground that would match? And I'm really happy now how it turned out. I think the mice are really cute, and I like the color combination. So this one is also a color along on my channel if you want to give it a try as well. Good, so these were all my completed pages for the month of November. I don't know if you have any favorites. Let me know in the comments. Let me think if I have a favorite page in this collection. It's really hard to say. Oh my god, all the sticky notes. What is my favorite? It's probably the Christmas bauble in Johanna's Christmas. This is the one that I like best. So let me know which one you like. Let me know if you have any questions or if you have any other comments. Just put your feedback down in the comment section below, and I'm really happy to hear from you, whatever you want to tell me. All right, then thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.